If this is your first time joining me, my name is Ofente and I am just trying to get comfortable. I did a review on Jakal Harty's Celestial Bodies in my the video before my last, and that was definitely on my June-July TBR, and I'm actually so happy that I did a joint TBR because now I have July to catch up on the books that I haven't finished yet. So right now I'm reading Celestial Bodies and the 5 a.m. Club at the same time, and I found that reading 2 books at the same time is really helping me because I often get sidetracked. I don't know if it's like a focus thing that I could work on or what, but like I just honestly find myself losing interest in a lot of things very quickly. So I need to be doing a lot of different things at the same time to kind of keep the momentum going. And then when I get to that point where one day I just might wake up and decide, okay, I'm going to finish this, I'm going to do this, I still have made that tiny progress. And as you can see, I'm busy doing my nails. Actually, this video is being made mid soak off. I was doing my soak off and I just really felt like this is so boring. And also I hate soak offs. Like, if you know anything about me, like I do my own nails, particularly because of lockdown and everything that's been happening right now, but soak offs are the worst part of the process. So instead of sitting and being so sad about doing a soak off, I thought, hey, let me film a video. So here we are. Yeah, so I'm in the middle of the 5 a.m. Club right now, as well as Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. So right now it's kind of tricky because I realized that the fact that I watched the series Little Fires Everywhere is making this a little bit difficult for me to read the book, because since I know the story, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, I'm just waiting for this to happen, or oh, that was different, that didn't happen that way in the series, or okay, that character was a little bit different, that type of thing. Just the sequence of events, I'm struggling to kind of grasp that. But I think that's with all things, right? Like, even if it were to be a situation where I read the book first, I would also feel like, oh, okay, well, why did they do it like this in the series? I don't know why, like, you kind of get offended when you read the book or you watch a series and then you do the opposite and it's not the same, because obviously it's an adaptation. But what ifs is I finally get why the series / book is called Little Fires Everywhere. We have kind of made all the characters that I know from the series to play a major part in the story, apart from the one family. And it starts with the ending of the book, so the ending of the story, and that's also done the same in the series. So I might just do like a how the two are different video as opposed to doing an actual with a minor review, because right now that's just how my mind is working as I read the book. So it's set at the end of the 1990s in a town called Shaker Heights, which is a real town. I actually looked it up, in Ohio, because I just had to, you know, some books make up specific places or things like that. So to know that it's a real place was kind of cool. Like, I don't know, it just made it more real for me. Right now, I don't like Lexi, and I also didn't like her in the series. She is the Richardson, so Lexi Richardson. The Richardsons have 4 kids: Lexi, Trip, Moody, and Izzy. And then they kind of like, you know, the nuclear family, just with more kids. They rent out a duplex to mother and daughter Pearl and her mysterious mom Mia, and she is very interesting. She's super artsy. She's that mysterious neighbor. And it seems like Mrs. Richardson, well, she said in the book, like, because the book is written in the first person, you get to hear every single character's thoughts, and that thing I think was done really well. I found myself getting a little bit bored at some stages because I was like, okay, but I know the story, so when is this happening? When is this happening? So that's the only challenge that I'm facing while reading the book. Right now, Lexi has kind of gotten Pearl to write her entrance essay to Yale, because she's applying to Yale, and that's also similar, the same thing that happened in the series. However, it was different in the sense that Pearl was telling her story, like her lived experience as being a new kid in Shaker Heights, and how she wasn't being allowed to take her AP classes. And then Pearl was expressing that story, and then she appropriated it, Lexi, for her essay. So that's something that's done differently that I've also noticed in the book. But I look forward to reading it, because as I'm actually reading the book, I'm enjoying the language that's being used, that type of thing, the expression, the style, the structure. So once I can get past this thing of just like knowing the story, I hope that I'll actually really enjoy the book. In terms of the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, I was so excited. I posted on my Instagram the other day that in the first session that I started reading the book, I got further than the first time that I read it, because I did mention that I started reading it at the beginning a couple of months ago, last year sometime, and I was really struggling. Like, I just kind of stopped. Like, it just got to that point where I'm like, I'm not really interested in this, or I wasn't really in the right space to receive a lot of the messaging in the book, because it is a self-help genre. So now I think I'm in a better place and more focused to receive the message. And I also really think that reading the 2 books at the same time is helping a lot, because I find that I'm in that mood to read, but I'm not necessarily in the mood for the 5 a.m. Club or Little Fires Everywhere at a particular time. And then once I pick up the other book, then it helps me to kind of like read a little bit of this one and then be like, oh, okay, now I'm in the mood. Let me also attempt a chapter or 2 in the other one. So I'm really pacing myself, but I really need to pick it up, because I know I did like a June-July TBR, which I'm really happy that I did, because otherwise now I would be struggling, because I really just read Celestial Bodies in June. I know that in the Booktube community it's a big thing, like, are you reading, how many books have you read? And I'm just trying not to get caught up in all of that, because I just want to be able to read in my own pace and enjoy it, because I feel like this channel is a passion project, right? So I shouldn't feel under pressure to read and just like, you know, have things for the sake of having something to say, as opposed to really processing the book. I don't know what my next video will be. Whichever book I finish first will be the one that I review on my channel. So that's just like an update, end of June wrap up situation. And yeah, I'll keep you posted. Bye for now.